What's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. So it's Saturday night right now, and after having like a whole week of like 50, 60 degree weather here in New York in February, now that March has come, it's back to the 20s. So hopefully spring comes soon, but as of right now, we are going to dinner to one of our favorite places, and we'll see you in just a second. To expect from the chocolate Chipotle. I don't even know how to explain it. It tastes like chocolate, it tastes like Chipotle, and it's good. Alright, so I got some Halo Top. We got the birthday cake today with cheesecake bites on top.
And I mixed what did I mix? Salted caramel with birthday cake batter. It's pretty good. The yogurt chips are finally back. They haven't had them for a while.
And you saw I tried that Chipotle chocolate. They sent me an email about a new flavor, so I knew I had to try it. Obviously it sounds disgusting, but I still have to try it. And if you try it, actually tastes like Chipotle chocolate, and it's very hard to explain what that means, but it really tastes like chocolate spice, which sounds disgusting, but I didn't really think it was that bad, honestly.
I didn't like it at all. No. Different taste buds, different buds.
It's freezing outside.
20-degree freezing weather.
It's nice to Arnold Classic, but I don't think we're gonna watch it. We started watching OJ Made in America, so I think we're gonna watch part 2. We saw part 1.
It's pretty good so far.
And yeah, Blaze was good.
Froyo is really good today. Has more flavor.
Yes, Halo Top is good. So anyway, we're going to enjoy the rest of this. We're going to watch OJ Made in America. And then I think I'll take you through my bench press workout tomorrow. See you then. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to my bench press workout. So this is actually my first bench workout after my deload. I did deload last week, so it feels very nice and refreshing. Coming back to the gym after a week of less weights, everything feels good. And I had a good workout. So this is the 5s week on 5-3-1, basically the lightest of the weeks, doing 5 reps on all my sets until the M-rep set. But what I wanted to discuss over this workout footage is something I know I've mentioned here and there in some videos, but I've never actually dedicated a full video to it, I believe. And that's discussing drop sets and intensity techniques in general in your training, and if you should implement them, when you should implement them, and how to actually do it. So first, let me start with drop sets, and I'll define a drop set for those of you who don't know. It's pretty much when you're done with set on an exercise, you strip the weight down to less weight, and you continue doing more reps with less weight on the same exercise. And my opinion is the same whether you're bulking, cutting. I don't believe this changes for you, and I do recommend doing drop sets. I think they are a great way to get in more volume, more intensity, without really adding any more time in the gym. So, how to implement drop sets. I don't recommend doing them on every single exercise, on every single lift, and I definitely would not recommend doing them on a set that is not your last set of a particular exercise. So what I would do is perhaps on your last exercise on a specific body part, you can do a drop set. So let me give you an example. Let's say you're training chest and you start off with flat bench, you go into maybe incline dumbbell, and you finish off with, let's say, decline. If decline is your last exercise, on your last set, you can strip the weight down and possibly do a drop set on that. Now, on those drop sets, I still do not recommend going to failure unless you're maybe doing like a barbell curl or some kind of isolation exercise. Then going to failure is okay. The rules of going to failure isn't really any different on drop sets than if you're just doing your regular set. So typical, what I always recommend, stop 1 to 2 reps short of failure unless it's an isolation exercise that's not going to really take away anything out of your CNS or the rest of your workout. Then feel free. So you're actually going to see me kind of go do a drop set right here. I'm doing weighted pull-ups, and I have a 45-pound dumbbell strapped to me, and this is my 6 to 8 rep week on accessories. That's why I'm only doing 6 reps. And someone did make a comment, I don't know if it was on Instagram or another video, that my pull-ups, they didn't like my form. I wasn't going down enough. So now I'm more self-conscious about it, and I really try to lock out my elbows at the bottom, which you see I'm doing here. So after that set of 6 reps, I take off the 45 pounds and I do a drop set. And that's basically what a drop set looks like. And I've been doing drop sets my entire lifting career, I guess you want to call it. And I definitely recommend them. I think they are the best intensity technique out there. You're also going to see me do one on this chest exercise. Another intensity technique that I'm not as big of a fan of is rest pause. A rest pause is pretty much here. If at the end of this set, I would pretty much put the weight down rather than drop it right here. I would take like 10 deep breaths, and then I would continue doing the same weight for as many reps as possible. And you can do that 1 or 2 times. The reason I don't like doing that is because it's really going to failure and then beyond failure. I don't really think it's necessary to go to failure like that. And on a machine like this, it's not really dangerous, but if you're doing free weights, it could be dangerous. And I just feel like the danger and the risk outweighs the benefit on rest pause sets. So just to sum up, drop sets, I highly recommend them. Does not matter if you're bulking or cutting, I still recommend you do them. You don't want to do them on every single exercise on the body part. Save them for potentially your last exercise on a specific body part. As far as failure, you don't really want to go to failure, but if it's an isolation exercise, feel free to go to failure. I think that covers drop sets. Like I said, I'm a big fan. I've been doing them a long time, and I try to implement as many as possible. You get a great pump, and I definitely think they help out. So if you have any other questions, let me know. Like the video if you like the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.